everything, guys. Temi here, Temi. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if this is your first time. Thank you for joining me. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the takeaways from my 2019 low buy. Last year I went through a whole year of limiting how much makeup that I bought, and I had a few reasons why I wanted to do that. Now, the first reason why I wanted to do that, yes, we're getting right into the video, no games, okay? The very first reason was I wanted to curb my makeup spending habit, because I noticed that ever since I started getting into makeup, I got into makeup so much that I was just hoarding, okay? I was adding too much into my collection too fast. And it got to a point I was getting packages multiple times a month. And my husband even noticed and said something about it. And I think the turning point for me was when I started feeling bad about what I was buying. I think when you start feeling a bit guilty about what you're spending your money on, I think that's hints that something is going on. You need to maybe change your habit. Maybe you're doing it the wrong way. Maybe you're overindulging, you know. So that was the signs. That was the vibe I was getting. Like, I was just feeling like I'm doing a little too much. I'm overspending, you know, taking money away from things that I could be doing. I'm putting into makeup. What am I getting from it? And I was just feeling a bit overwhelmed with the rate at which my collection was growing. So, you know, with that mindset, and keep in mind, I was never a YouTube content creator. I started making content in 2018 October of 2018. So before then, I was basically like, I would describe myself as a makeup artist enthusiast. I know that's like a weird description, but the reason why I qualify myself like that is because I was taking clients, I was doing freelance work, but I wasn't doing it at the rate that you would consider me a makeup artist. So that's why I you know, term myself a makeup artist enthusiast, because I love doing other people's makeup, but I also love doing makeup on myself. You know, but because I had a full-time job, I didn't have the time to really dedicate into taking like a full-time, like a full list of clients. But at the time, so when I first started getting into, I wanted to do other people's makeup, so I had to build my kit. So before then, I was just, you know, buying stuff for myself, testing things out. And then when I, you know, wanted to start doing for others, I'm like, okay, I need to fill up my kit so that I have something that I'm using specifically for clients. So I did that. I spent astronomical amount of money. I went to the makeup show twice in Chicago. I learned a lot. Like, guys, the amount of information that you get at the makeup show, not like IMATs and all those. The makeup show specifically, it's geared towards makeup artists, working makeup artists. And you actually have to show proof that you're a working makeup artist to get in. But the classes, oh, the classes were amazing. Anyway, I don't want to digress too much. I just want to take you guys through my history with makeup. So I got into that phase of filling up my makeup kit, and I got into a place where I was comfortable. But I didn't stop. I still kept buying and adding to my collection. So my collection kept growing. Even though I had a full makeup kit, I had enough that I could use for my personal collection. But I kept growing my makeup collection. So like I said, I just got a bit overwhelmed. I started feeling guilty about it. So when I started a YouTube channel in 2018, I thought I was just going to be, you know, reviewing products, you know, testing out products, kind of what everybody else did. But after giving it some serious thought, I'm like, okay, I really don't want to do that, because I already know that I was getting tired of the rate at which my collection was growing. So I started watching a few people that were doing no buys, and the person that really stood out to me was oh, what's her name? Anna Louise. Yes, Anna Louise something. Our last name starts with a P. I can't remember exactly what it is, and I don't want to mispronounce or say her last name. But I watched a lot of her videos, and she really inspired me. So I decided in 2019 I was going to put myself on a strict low buy. So I set some rules for myself. So at the beginning of my low buy, I set my rule as I was only going to buy 3 items. Let me make sure I'm getting that right. Okay, I started with 1 item per month. And then I'm like, okay, that wasn't so realistic because I kept falling into the trap of buying more than 1 item. So I loosened up a little bit and I bought, I said, okay, 1 to 3 items. So, and then I put a rule that if I buy an eyeshadow palette, I have to declutter 1 eyeshadow palette in my collection. Trying to think of what other rule I had. I got to a point where I stopped buying brushes because I realized that I was addicted to makeup brushes. Okay. Let's recap my rules in the beginning of my low buy. So I said I was going to buy 1 to 3 items a month. Then if I buy 1 eyeshadow palette, I have to get rid of 1 eyeshadow palette. And then I limited myself to not buying makeup brushes. And this was over time. You know, my rules were kind of they shifted over time, you know, as I learned, you know, from month to month. I learned from my mistakes and then I adjusted as I went ahead. But eventually I decided that I was going to put myself on a strict amount budget, like a spending budget per month, that I could not go above that amount. Yeah, I couldn't go above that amount, and that really helped. So I put a cap at $50 a month. Whatever I was going to buy, I wasn't going to spend more than $50 a month, and that worked for the most part, you know. For the most part, it worked, you know, and I continued that up until September. So I when I was getting to August, September, I realized that a lot of the things that were coming out, I wasn't really interested in it anymore. It was like me using the things in my collection and getting to know those things in my collection kind of made me not excited about new things anymore, because I was already loving the things that I have. I have a lot in my collection, guys. I'm going to do a separate video cataloging everything in my collection. So you guys watch out for that. So I was getting a lot of use out of the things I had already. And I started realizing that. So I'll be looking at Trend Mood or all these other pages, and I'll be looking at like, I have this already. I have this already. I have this already. So eventually I was like, October, November, December, I was going to stop buying makeup, period. So the rest of the year, I went on a no buy. So did that work out? It worked out, kind of. I bought 1 foundation. I bought the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It was on sale at Sephora. I believe it's originally $29. I was able to get it for $23. So to me, that was a great deal. I've always wanted to. I don't have a lot of high-end products in my collection, period. High-end foundation, I have a Lancome, I have a Sephora. That's about it. I don't have any other high-end foundation. So, and my Clinique that I'm currently using. So I justified it like, you know what, I want to try more high-end products. So since it's on sale, I picked it up in December. So that's just the history of my 2019 low buy. So to go back to my goals, I wanted to curb my makeup spending habit. I wanted to limit how fast my collection was growing, and then I wanted to just enjoy and fall back in love with what I already have. And I would say that I succeeded in those 3 goals, because I used a lot of my collection in 2019, and I found a lot of things that I love that've been sitting in my cupboard. I have an Alex 5 drawer Alex cabinet, and there's just stuff sitting in there that I haven't even touched, that I haven't looked at. Even after 2019, that I feel like I used a lot, there's still stuff in there that I haven't even opened. So I felt like I did the right thing in 2019, but it was still a low buy. So I added items to my collection. I'm gonna just give you guys a rundown of the things that I added to my collection in 2019. All right, so what did I buy throughout the months that I did buy stuff? I bought 1 face primer, 10 foundations, bought 3 liquid foundations and 7 stick foundations, 3 concealers, 2 powders, loose powders, 4 bronzer and contour products. I didn't buy blush or highlight, thank God. I bought 4 setting sprays. So that's for the face. For the eyes, I bought 1 eyebrow product, 1 eyeshadow primer, 13 eyeshadow palettes. Yeah. 5 eyeliners. I bought only 1 mascara. I bought 47 lipsticks. Yes, 47 lipsticks. No. We'll come back to that, okay? And then I bought a bunch of makeup brushes. So I bought makeup brushes from Amazon, Real Techniques, Echo Tools, Sonia Kashuk, you know. But like I said, I'm addicted to makeup brushes, so yeah, that always gets me. So that's everything that I bought. Now, a lot of the things that I bought, well, let me not say a lot, foundation and lipsticks, those two, I actually have a large number of products in those categories because I did 2 videos. So I did a stick foundation review, so that's why I have 7 stick foundations. Yeah, I did a stick foundation review for my channel because I wanted to find a good stick foundation for oily skin. So I guess I justified that purchase because, you know, it was for business purposes. And then the lipsticks also, the 47 lipsticks that I bought, believe it or not, each brand of lipstick has a video on my channel. So I have the Maybelline Made for All, have the Maybelline the Maybelline ink crayon, Maybelline ink crayon lipsticks. I have the Almay Lip Vibes, I have the Revlon HD Vinyl, I have L'Oreal Signature Rouge on my channel as well. And then the last one that I just filmed that is currently on my channel is the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout lipsticks. So again, those were for business purposes, for review purposes. So I wasn't too big on spending the money on those because eventually I'm hoping to get a return on my investment, right? I also want you guys to keep in mind that a lot of the products that I buy, especially the ones from the drugstore, I always buy them with coupons. So I don't actually buy them at the actual labeled price. I always get them at a very, very deep discount. But still, that's not an excuse. Throughout my my low buy, I still was able to finish some things and I was able to give some things away, you know, because again, because I'm trying to limit the rate at which my collection was growing and use more of what I have, you would expect that I would declutter some things and then I would finish some things up. So let's go through the things that I finished. So I finished 1 primer, I finished 6 foundations. Hallelujah. Yes, I really did finish 6 foundations, which is great. Most of it is stick foundations because I realize you run out of stick foundations way quicker than you do liquid foundations. And that's because stick foundations, you have so little product in there. And so because you have so little product in there, you run out of it faster. But I like it because it's very quick for work. So that's why I don't mind spending the money on it. I finished 2 concealers, 3.5 powders. 3.5 powders because the half is like a sample. I finished 5 setting sprays. Setting sprays go like quick. I finished 7 eyebrow products. So those are 2 product categories that I noticed I finished rather quickly. Setting sprays and eyeshadow and eyebrow products. I finished 1 eyeshadow primer, 3 eyeliners, liquid eyeliners. I finished a lot of mascaras, too many to count. You know, they dry out. You're also supposed to throw them out after 3 months. So yeah. Too many to count anyway. And so that's about it. So and then I gave away a few items. You know, I gave away 1 contour palette, 2 blushes. So because I was doing like a rotation system, so whenever I put something from my collection in my monthly basket, and I realized that I don't like it, I try to like put it in my giveaway pile and try to give it to friends and family. I don't have too many. My sisters are not here. If my sisters were here, I would be able to give more out frequently. But I try to give away as much as I can. So I gave away 2 blushes. I gave away 1 highlight. Eyeshadow palette, 6. I haven't given all 6 away. I think I've only given away 2 of it. The remaining are still in here waiting for new owners. So that's about it. And then I threw out a few products. I think I threw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I don't like the product, maybe it smells bad, doesn't work for me, I threw it away. One of them is actually a foundation. I was like, oh, I need to bring this foundation out. It's been a long time I've used it. And then I was swatching it and I'm like, oh no, that was expired definitely. So I threw it away. So in a year, I was able to finish, a good amount of products. This summary of what I finished, what I gave away, I was able to determine what my ideal collection should look like. Ideally, I'm going to share with you guys the things that I actually need to be able to do my, put YouTube aside. Like if I was just a regular makeup wearer, want to do glam looks, walk looks, quick looks, I've figured this is what I need. Okay. So I only need 2 face primers because I have this NYX. I've been using this, I think, for almost 6 months. And, the reason why it has lasted that much is because I used other primers, along the way. So it's been really tough using it up. But 2 primers, I think you'll be fine with 2 primers in a year. Push come to shove, maybe you will need 3 at the most. You shouldn't need more than 3. You only have 1 face, right? And I'm not the kind of person that wears makeup every single day. I try to give my face a break. So putting all that into consideration is how I got these numbers. So 2 primers, 4 foundations, 3 stick, 1 liquid. Like I said, liquid lasts a bit longer. So I always use liquid for my long wear days. So days that I want my makeup to stay on really, really nice, really long, I'll use my liquid. But if I'm just going to work or just running errands, something quick like that, I'll use my stick foundation. So 3 stick, 1 liquid, and I should be good for the whole year. 3 concealers, because you use like a tiny bit of concealer. You don't use a lot. You use a little bit for your brows and then for your under eye. That's it. You just use it to highlight. So just 3 concealers. Loose powders are also very, very difficult to run out of. So I figured I would only need 2 throughout the year and I should be fine. Blushes, honestly, I think you can, if I was being honest, you could do with just 2 blushes. 1 warm, 1 cool. But for me, that I like to play with different colors, so I would do like a warm palette, maybe like a 4 shade palette, and then I would do a cool palette with another 4 colors. That way, I get a range of different colors that I want to use. So bronzer, I really only need 1 bronzer, 1 highlight, 1 pressed powder, because you rarely use any of those things. You rarely finish using any of those things. I'm going to show you guys. I've been using this highlight, this Maybelline highlight, I believe for about 3 months now. I have not made a freaking dent. This thing will probably last me for like years and years to come. So I think you really don't need like multiple blushes, multiple highlight, multiple bronzers. You really don't. And then brow is also where I will go with a lot more, because I figured maybe I would need 1 pencil every single month. Okay, so 12 brow pencils and then 1 brow pomade for when I want that really, really glam sculpted brow look. And then eyeshadow primer, 2 should be fine throughout the year. Lipsticks, I like to play with different colors of lipsticks. So, and we're just talking ideally here, okay? This is not something that I will actually do. Just ideally, this is what I've learned, that if I was to like lose all my makeup and I just need to get something I can use daily, this is what I would buy. So lipsticks, 10 lipsticks, in different variety of colors, You have your pinks, your nudes, your browns, your deep colors for fall, and you know, things like that. And then setting spray 6. I think 6 would be good for the entire year. Now the thing is, like I said, I'm actually not going to limit myself to this, because I don't think I'm at a point where I'm ready to just gut my collection and just give everything away. I'm not at that point. Okay, let's be realistic. I still want to enjoy a lot of the things in my collection right now. So, but keeping this in mind, it kind of reassures me that I'm on the right track, that I don't want to continue to just add to my collection. And I think I've gotten over that buy mentality. I think going through the low buy last year and forcing myself to use what I already have, or use more of what I already have rather than buying new stuff, I think it has just made me kind of look at new releases like, you know, because after a while you realize you have all these things already. You really don't. If you have a collection, like a really good, decent collection where you need like a chest of drawers to store it, you don't need to add any more. That's the reality. That's just the truth. You really don't need to add any more to it, you know. But I understand that, you know, we like to try new things. So basically, I realize I have a ridiculous collection. I want to continue to use what I have and love what I have. I want to continue reducing the rate at which my collection grows. So that means I'm going to continue to try and declutter. I'm going to continue to try and use up what I have. I'm going to continue to give away things that don't work for my skin tone or my skin type, and give it to people that might enjoy it better. And I need to be a bit more strict with myself this year. So that's where I'm at. I have a plan for 2020. And like I said, I'm going to do a video sharing with you guys my current collection. So in that video, I will share with you guys where I'm going, like where my head is at, what I want to do with my collection in the next, in this year, this 2020. So you guys look forward to that video. So the one more thing that I also want to do is I want to challenge myself with different looks. I feel like I'm kind of in a safe makeup place, and I think a lot of the reason why I'm in that safe makeup place is because I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to creating all these elaborate looks. But I think I need to make time, okay, because I want to challenge myself. But you know, like I said, overall I'm so glad that I went through 2019 doing that low buy, because I've learned a lot. I'm going to take what I learned in 2019, I'm going to apply it to 2020, and then in that upcoming video I will share with you guys my plan for this year. So you guys let me know if you did a low buy or no buy last year. What was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest lesson that you learned, and how are you going to apply that to this year? You know, you're going to stop buying forever. I know some people are like that. Some people are like, I'm never buying makeup again. I have what I need, and that's that. Okay, and the only time they will buy is just to replace. I'm not there yet. Okay, and if you are not there yet, let me know. Why are you not there yet? I'm not there yet, you know. But again, I want to reduce the rate at which my collection grows. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. If you found some kind of value in this video, like it, and also subscribe, you know. Join the Beautiful Thinkers community. Would love to have you here. Again, my name is Temi. Thank you for joining me once again. I wish you all the best if you are going on a low buy or a no buy this year. I need all the help I can get. So you guys throw me some praying hands or something in the comment section below, so I know that you guys are thinking of me and encouraging me in this journey of being conscious of how much we're spending on makeup. So thank you again for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.